My name is Ray, and I can't sleep. Personal note, I started this podcast in a desperate attempt to get help, in hopes that someone would come along and cure me so I could once again experience the bliss of not being awake. And someone did come along, a 6-foot-tall Armani suit-wearing lizard. But instead of help, he offered me pants-shitting terror. And what's worse, no one believes me, not even my own friend/useless producer, Ian.
I want to believe you, I really do, but unless you've heard anything from Lynn, all we've got to go on is the testimony of some hobo you met while urinating in an alley.
It's all in the audio, man. He said I looked like I'd seen one of them.
Then he left?
No, we actually ended up riding the bus together. We sat in awkward silence till he got off at Skid Row.
Are those guys still around?
Not the band. It's an area downtown that's supposed to be taking care of homeless people. From the looks of it, I'd say they're doing a piss-poor job.
Well, why didn't you follow him and press him for more information about the lizards?
A sweet suburban boy such as yourself has never seen Skid Row, have you? Because if you did, you'd know it's no place to be if you can help
What
it.
about Lynn?
What about her?
You ever hear back from her?
Have you ever heard of the term ghosted?
So she's cut off all contact with you, huh? Not surprising, all things considered.
That's what ghosting means? I thought it's when you summon a spirit using a Ouija board to find someone for you, and the spirit ends up haunting them for the rest of their life, so it's like, pow! You've been ghosted, bitch!
No, it's definitely not. It's the thing I said.
When someone breaks off all contact with you after a date or two, it's called ghosting?
Yep.
I just call it dating. But yeah, Lynn is MIA. There's got to be a way to find her without using my definition of ghosting.
Go back and do some more background work. You need a job anyway.
Fuck that. I'm more of a foreground type of guy.
More like foreskin.
Jesus, I hope you edit that out. You know what? Forget her. Forget everything. I've got bigger problems.
Like your possible kidnappers?
Well, yeah. Look, I'm almost home. I'll be over tomorrow to go over the audio with you.
Cool. See you then.
Hello, Ray.
Jesus, Vlad. Trying to give a guy a heart attack?
Oh, Ray, you funny guy. You remind me of a comedian from Soviet Union.
Ah, so all this time you were Russian. I should have guessed.
No, I'm not Russian. I just say you remind me of Soviet comedian.
Okay, so where are you from?
Someplace far away. Someplace that does not exist on map anymore.
Well, home is where the heart is, I always say.
Yes, it is. It's funny how things cease to exist. Take you, for example. You and your things exist here in my building, but since you not have paid rent in 2 months, you and your things shall vanish, much like home country did from world map many moons ago.
Now, Vlad, I thought we had a deal.
Oh, yes, the deal was you pay your rent on time, you get to live here. You have money.
Well, not right now, but...
Since you have no money, then you and your things will now cease to exist in building.
Come on, Vlad, don't throw me out. Remember that time in World War II when my country saved your country from getting invaded by the fascists?
That never happened. It was the fact that America did not intervene which caused my country not to exist anymore.
But it should have happened that way, and frankly, I'm disgusted that it didn't. We have no control of what happened back then all the way in, Slovenia?
Close, but wrong.
And wherever you're from, look at what the U.S. didn't do and learn from it. Do the opposite of it, then reverse that opposite into a 360 pile driver and smash it into the ground. What I'm trying to get through your poor comprehension of the English language is you have the power to be the bigger man. And don't do it for me. Don't do it for America. Do it for the founding fathers of Uza, Kazakh, Pakistan. Is it one of the stands?
No.
Well, wherever you're from, show the rest of the world that you know kindness and compassion. Show them you're smarter than all the politicians in Washington, D.C. combined.
In home country, we send you to the guillotine and feed remains to wolves. But I see a better option.
See, I knew you were smart. Ish.
Since I know I kick you out, I never see you or money again. But instead, I give you 1 day to get money.
3 days.
2 days to get money. After that, you not pay, I keep stuff and sell it off in order to cover rent. Deal?
Absolutely, you won't be sorry. Put her there.
Why did you spit on hand?
Thought that was something you people did whenever you made a deal.
What you mean, you people?
Thanks again, Vlad. See you again in 2 days. Dos vidania, comrade.
I keep telling you, I'm not wrong.
Well, that's a real pickle.
Pickle. Misplacing your car keys is a pickle. Finding out you have gonorrhea is a pickle. Getting arrested for throwing pickles at a matinee showing of Hamilton is a pickle. But the only way this is a pickle is if the Titanic hit a giant fucking frozen pickle instead of an iceberg. Then it's a fucking pickle.
All right, it's a problem. Why didn't you just pay him?
Why? Because I don't have 2 months worth of rent. Hell, I don't even have 2 days.
So where are you gonna get the money?
I'm glad you asked that question, Ian, my boy, because I have a question for you. How much money has this podcast made?
You can't be serious.
As serious as a giant frozen pickle.
Well, if you really want to know, I pay out of pocket for our podcast.
Whoa, damn it, man. Don't confuse me with technical jargon like hosting and pocket.
We've made negative $3 a month because that's how much I pay to...
What did I say?
That's how much I pay a man to put the podcast on the internet.
Nothing. But I thought podcasting was the new radio. Just put up an episode a week and let the cash blow and women download into your lap.
Oh, Ray, nothing could be further from the truth. In fact, most podcasts go years without making a dime.
We're not making any money, then what's the point?
To get you help so you can sleep. Have you forgotten that already?
Help? If anything, my life seems to be getting worse with each new episode we put up.
Well, that's not the podcast's fault, Ray. That's your life. But we can't quit yet. We're just getting started, and I'm working on getting us a sponsor.
You mean from Alcoholics Anonymous? Tried it. Too culty for me.
No, like a commercial sponsor. Someone who will pay us to mention their product or service in the podcast.
So we will make some money after all?
Well, not 2 months worth of rent, but something. Oh, and we have our first guest.
A guest? How the hell did you forget to mention our first guest?
Just close your complaint hole and listen for a minute.
You have one saved message. Saved message.
Hello, this is Dr. Remington. I've been listening to your podcast, Majiggy, and I'd love a chance to meet with you and discuss your condition. Please call my office and set up a meeting with my secretary. I look forward to hearing from you.
I can't believe it.
I know, our first guest. He let me use his full name and everything. See? The plan is working.
No, I mean, I really don't believe it. This has got to be a joke, right? Did you hear that guy?
Well, I already looked into it, and they have a legit-looking website, but you're gonna find out for sure.
What do you mean?
I've already set up a meeting for you tomorrow at 2:20 p.m.
What? But I have a job interview at...
Sorry, Ray, but he said this is the only time he has to meet with you. Do you want to sleep again, or do you want a shitty job that you'll most likely get fired from in a few weeks anyway?
Why can't you go?
I have a meeting. I go to this club called the Don't Let Your Life End Up Like Ray's Club. Most people just call it school.
Fine, fuck you, I'm going. But if this guy ends up being some kind of rapist, I'm sending him your way next.
Sure, whatever, just don't forget to record.
And you don't forget that college is just another way for the 1% to keep the working class poor and in debt. Personal log. It's 1:13 p.m. and I'm sitting in the back of the world's largest portable toilet on wheels, also known as the city bus, heading away from the city out to the suburbs to find out if this doctor guy can fix me, to make it so I can sleep again. But even if he can, where will I sleep? The clock's ticking on my rent, and I have about as much chance of finding the money as Ian has of finding a date. He won't edit that out. I'm pretty sure he just slaps these episodes together without even listening to them. Maybe my time in LA is ending. Are these the warning signs? No job, no place to live, giant lizard people. Is this the city's way of saying, get out? You couldn't hack it. Go back to wherever it is you came from, or join the others who the city defeated on Skid Row. Well, fuck you, city. I'm not beat yet. I'm now standing by what looks like a park, one where actual families hang out and use for outdoor activities. It's a big difference from the parks in the city, which are mostly used for drug deals, drug use, and of course, public defecation. Pretty peaceful out here. There's wide open fields, basketball courts, picnic tables randomly placed throughout the park. The text said meet at the bench by the pond. I think I see a pond just over there. If anyone is listening to this because they are wondering what happened to me, check the pond for my body. I'm going in. I'm by the bench now. Oh, geez, this is boring. It's an ordinary brown bench. Someone carved something on the bench. It says Green Day Rules with a Z. I repeat, Green Day Rules with a Z. I think I'm gonna be sick.
Hey, you, junkie. When you're done puking your guts out, do you think you can tell me where to find a 2-bit podcaster by the name of Ray?
Hey, I'm at least a 32-bit podcaster. Ray? Never heard of him.
You're Ray, as in the Ray can't sleep Ray? Thought you'd be cleaner.
Oh, and I guess that makes you the so-called Dr. Remington. I thought you'd be more sex offendery.
Why would you think that?
Well, we're meeting in a kids' park in the middle of the suburbs. I can only assume you'll be looking for a date after our meeting.
Well, you assume wrong about everything. Let's take a walk. I bet you have a lot of questions.
You're not a doctor.
That's a statement. How did you know?
Well, you don't look or sound like one.
Well, what do I look like, Ray? I'll give you a hint. It's not a sex offender.
Well, jury's still out on that one. Do we really have to play this game? This is worse than the guess how old I am game that people who are insecure about their age play.
Guess. I want to see how perceptive you are.
I've been interviewed enough times to recognize a journalist when one slimes its way onto the scene.
Bingo. Give that man a prize.
Is that prize you telling me what we're doing here? Or you offer me a little something over by the bushes?
No, Ray.
No to which part?
As I told you before, I'm not a sex offender. I'm a journalist.
I don't know. Sounds like fake news to me. Got any credentials?
Stop flapping your word hole and listen for a minute. Who I work for is not important to you. All you need to know is that you and I are on the same side.
We are? Well, I could sure use a handout right now, comrade. Since you're such a fan of the podcast, you already know about my sleeping disorder. But then there's my inability to get a job, which leads to my inability to pay the rent, which leads to...
You're on your own with that stuff. I'm more concerned with keeping you alive.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Well, if I don't have a roof over my head, there's a good chance I'll get sick and die, so better just go ahead and pay my rent to be safe.
Damnation, man. You are just as obnoxious as you are on your podcast.
Oh, I'm just getting warmed up. You lured me out here under false pretenses.
I suppose I did, but I will help you. I help keep you from tumbling further down that rabbit hole so deep you won't be able to climb your way back out.
What are you talking about?
You need to stop podcasting.
Why?
Because you're already getting in over your head.
Are you talking about my would-be kidnappers?
The kidnappers, the visit to the studio. It's all too much for amateurs like yourselves to handle.
What about the lizard man?
The lizard man?
Yeah, the one I saw at the studio the other day.
Don't be ridiculous. I imagine you two cooked up that little stunt for ratings, or downloads, as you kids would say.
But it was real, I swear.
Yeah, sure it was. And I had a three-way with the Black Dahlia and Marilyn Monroe. Real or not, I don't care. Just stop podcasting, or else you're liable to end up like the aforementioned Black Dahlia.
Look, I don't know who that is, and frankly, it sounds a little racist. But you don't have to worry about me. This podcasting racket is turning out to be a waste of time and money, so I'm out.
Really? You'll stop?
That's what I said.
Fantastic. Earlier, I thought you were a self-serving, self-centered, handout-seeking asshole. But now I see you're really a quite reasonable asshole. Here, take my card.
Is your name really Rex Remington?
That's what the card says. Any more questions before I go?
Just one. Can I have a ride home?
What's up,
So great, it turns out Dr. Remington failed to attain his PhD.
Really?
Yeah, he stopped after he got his BS, as in this Remington guy was complete bullshit.
That can't be. I looked him up. He had a website.
I checked that website out too. After the meeting, that is. And it was a fucking Alta Vista site.
Also, what?
Alta Vista!
Is that some kind of alt-right thing?
It's a free website from before you were a tingle in your daddy's balls. And if you don't start doing better research, I'm gonna go all right on your face. Then I'm gonna alternate between my left fist and my right fist.
Calm down, man. Sure, the site looks funky, but what was that gonna do? Turn him down? We've done 2 episodes and no one knows who we are. I'd have said yes to a janitor if it meant more content. So if you've got a guest, you bring him on. Otherwise, we will take what I get.
Yeah. I suppose you're right. I'm sorry. I'm just pissed. I just want this sleeping problem behind me.
Don't forget your other problems.
Yeah. Them too.
So who was this guy?
Some journalist named Rex Remington.
What did he want? Did he touch you?
No. He actually wanted us to stop podcasting, and I think I agree with him.
Can't quit now, man. We're just getting started.
How can I podcast when I don't even have a pod to live in?
Relax, man. We'll figure out your money situation. I gotta go. Class is about to start.
Personal log, it's 5:15 p.m. Well, much like voting in the presidential election, that was a waste of time. I don't get it. Why pretend to be something you're not just to lure me out to the suburbs to tell me to stop podcasting? I was all ready to quit, but the fact that a reporter put in all this time and effort to tell me to stop makes me just want to keep going. I must be onto something, but what? He said he thought I'd made up the stuff about Mr. Lizard from the studio. Oh man, I wish. Hey, why do I even care? I have more important things to worry about.
I'm inclined
Whoa.
to agree.
I didn't see you two there. Hey, nice suits, though, seem a little big. Swing music back in style?
You need to come with us, Ray.
Shit. You're those 2 guys from the bus.
That's right. Now, don't make this any harder.
Oh! Fuck. Shit, my bus. Wait, don't leave. Come on. Sorry, fellas, but the stray cat had to strut on out of there. Did you see that? That guy, the one beating on the door just now. For a second, he looked like a giant lizard. Come on, man, the lizard man.
$1.75.
Look, I'm a little short. Can you help a fella out? I was almost kidnapped for the second time by a pair of lizards.
Just zero.
Thanks. I'm having a weird day. The name's Adam. Where I'm from, I'm known as the Zero Thief. Depending on who you ask, some might say I'm the best thief. But believe it or not, even the best screws up every once in a while, and that's what I did, and I had to make a fast getaway. I ended up crash landing on this bizarre planet. Turns out, I didn't get away fast enough. These winged freaks followed me here.
It's just us here, Zero Thief, on this empty backwoods planet. So start talking, either to me or my blade.
Okay, I do have something to tell you. It's about the planet. It's not that empty. Come on, man, I thought you were gonna duck. Loose. Cut me loose. Behind you. Whoa! Thought I was done for. It was gonna be a light snack for a snarling creature, but then she showed up, riding on the back of one of those monsters like it was nothing. And with a wave of her hand, the other razor-toothed beast just stomped away. I'd never seen anyone like her before in my life. I thought I'd say something clever. Thanks, have you seen my ship? She gave me a look that said more than words ever could, because I think she was trying to read my mind or something. And from there, things just got even weirder. Escape to Earth. 36 pages of insane dinosaur action. Issue 1 available now at reptilianmedia.bigcartel.com. hell of a day. Let's see. Woke up, took a pointless trip out to the suburbs where I met a fake doctor, and then almost got kidnapped by giant fucking lizards again. Oh man, I better call you in. Of course, dead battery. What could possibly happen next? Come on, work, you stupid gate code. Let's call Vlad from the gate.
I leave your apartment. This is Vlad speaking.
Vlad, it's Ray. My code doesn't seem to be working. Can you buzz me in?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
Ray, I know it's dark out and you are stupid, man, but look behind you and tell me what you see.
Shit, it's my stuff. What the hell? I thought I had 2 days.
I go into your apartment and look at your stuff. Stuff not worth trip to pawn shop or even thrift stores, so I get rid of it and you'll save money and trip.
You can't do this. I'm gonna sue you.
Good luck. You don't have money for rent, how you afford lawyer? Also, this is LA. I am landlord. LA law says I have the power, you have nothing. I am lord, you are serf. You are less than serf, you no longer exist, just like my home country. Goodbye, Ray nothing.
Oh, you will rue this day. One of these days, the renters of this city are gonna rise up and there will be a reckoning, and the streets will run red with... Hello? Vlad? Yeah, of course. Hung up. Damn. Evicted. Phone's dead. And I've got lizard men hunting me through the city. Somehow I always knew life would end up like this. I need a place to stay, and my list of friends is shorter than Hitler's. Can't call Ian. I'm all out of money for the bus. But out of all the citizens of the second largest city in the U.S., there may be just one guy who might be able to help me. If I can track him down.
It's Ray Can't Sleep. Until next time, stay woke. If you or someone you know has any information about sleep disorders or giant 6-foot-tall lizard people, or you have any questions or comments about the show, please reach out to us by email or social media. Links in the show notes.
Reptilian.